What's up, everybody? So yesterday we got some interesting announcements or rumors about two remakes and a report and then a new game in a series or potentially remakes of the older versions that I'll talk about as well in this video. But starting here with Super Metroid Remake and Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. This was leaked by Twitter user Leaky Panda, who has leaked other stuff before and has been correct on a lot of stuff, saying that there will be two Metroid games being released over the next 2 fiscal years. The first one being the Metroid Prime Trilogy HD, which is reportedly releasing on the Nintendo Switch in the fiscal year 2020-2021. Now, this isn't really a big shock. There's been rumors floating around the internet for a decent amount of time that the Metroid Prime Trilogy HD will be coming over to the Nintendo Switch. Now, this has been released already. I believe it was on the Nintendo Wii that it got released. Them bringing that over to the Nintendo Switch won't be very hard. They're probably not going to remake any of it. They're just kind of maybe port it over and up-res it to have better resolutions. So that makes a lot of sense. And then the second one, which is even more exciting, is Super Metroid Remake will launch in the fiscal year 2021-2022. Now, with this rumor here, he is saying that it's going to be made in the same way that Metroid Samus Returns was made, with the graphic style and the overhaul and the gameplay and stuff. So that is a good thing, because if you have not played this game before, I would highly recommend going to pick this up and playing it on the Nintendo 3DS. It is a great game and will get you that Metroid fix while you're waiting for this stuff to come out. And this is telling us that we're going to have 2 new Metroid games by 2022. What this also tells me is that we're not getting Metroid Prime 4 until 2023, most likely, because there's no way they're going to release this stuff to quench our thirst for Metroid while releasing Metroid Prime 4. So we will not get Metroid Prime 4 for another 3 years, which, I mean, that game is going to have been in development for so long. And it makes sense because, as you remember, they kind of had to redo a lot of it. I think they hired a new team, or they had to give it to another studio. So that game is probably still very early in development, and we're probably not going to see anything from Metroid Prime 4 for a very long time. We may not even see anything at this E3 in June, which would be completely crazy because they announced it a while ago. But yeah, I'm completely on board with Nintendo taking their first parties and remaking them, because they've done an amazing job with everything in the past. Like I said, Metroid Samus Returns, an amazing remake. Link's Awakening that just came out on the Nintendo Switch, one of my favorite games of the year, easily. Was so well done. So if they're going to do something like that with Super Metroid, I'm going to be so happy for that. And then you get the trilogy as well, which I loved all the Metroid Prime games on the Nintendo GameCube. And then secondly, another remake or reboot announcement that we got was that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater may be coming out with a new game, or potentially a remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Now, if you remember, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 was an absolutely abysmal game. Kind of brought shame to the entire franchise, and it just sucks that the series had to kind of end on that note. Hopefully it isn't ending on that note, and the rumor comes from an interview that kind of got dug up from October with pro skater Lizzie Armanto. You can even look it up in the interview, but I believe there's an update here saying that it has now been removed after this rumor got taken out, which makes this rumor even more suspicious, but basically saying that she was asked about her appearance in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, and she said, he's coming out with another one and I'll be in that too. I mean, gives that away. You can't really be more clear than that. Obviously a slip of the tongue. Obviously she wasn't allowed to say something like that, but she did. And the internet got hold of it, and we're here now. So there may be a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 coming out, or there may be a remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Me personally, if I had to want any of these 3 things, I would just want the remakes. I'm scared to death that they're going to make Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 and it's going to be just as bad as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. And as someone like myself who's just a huge fan of this series, it would just be terrible if they made Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 and it was as bad as 5. They remake Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters 1 and 2 and it's really good. It'll be perfect. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it'll be that skateboarding fix that a lot of people are craving for. Like, we want a new great skateboarding game, and we haven't got it in so long. We know Skate 4 isn't coming out in a matter of years because they got rid of the studio that makes that, or at least I think they laid off a bunch, like the majority of the staff in that studio, and they got moved around in EA. So there's pretty much no chance that that's coming out anytime soon unless somebody else buys it off of them or whatever. Anyways, So we are waiting on our skateboarding fix, and if it has to come by the way of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, I'm okay with that as long as they do the game justice. Because those games on the PlayStation 1, some of my favorite games of all time. So I'd rather them just remake it perfectly rather than try to dive into a brand new one and screw it up. Anyways, but that's the rumor going around. If you're a Tony Hawk fan, I think it's something you will definitely be interested in hearing. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Let me know if you think this was just a slip of the tongue and there isn't another one coming, or if you're excited and you think that this is something that we're just waiting for Activision to finally announce for a new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game. Love to hear what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.